Oh my goodness, look at you two.
Wow, that's
Linda
a
and Dave
huge
from
lens.
Queensland Koala Crusaders. How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
This is Indy.
Hi, Indy.
She's my off-sider. Dave, nice to see you again, buddy.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Thank you.
So, one question that I've been going to ask is, what exactly do Koala Crusaders do?
Okay, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Good question. In short, we work with organizations such as governments, private industry, and the population at large to help them understand all about koalas, what kinds of things need to happen in order for koalas to survive, and then engage their help so that we can all work together to help koalas survive and thrive in Queensland.
Wow, that's
Wow.
really important work.
Thank you very much. We think so too.
Involved in a really interesting project at the moment, taking bits of private habitat and doing some work with technology to understand what's in there in terms of koalas. How many koalas are in there? Are they okay? We've got some thermal imaging binoculars so we can see them at night. We've got acoustic recorders so that we can hear them at night, especially at this time of the year when they're breeding. So we're getting all sorts of really interesting sounds of the night, including bellowing koalas and mating koalas and really exciting stuff.
It's a busy time in the world of nature.
Oh yeah. And it helps us get a better understanding of what's going on, out there in nature, because if we look at it from the outside, we don't always see it, but if we can get right in amongst it, then we get a much better picture of what's going on, and we can feed that information to the researchers and other people so that they can accumulate all this data and have a better idea of what's going on.
It's amazing to listen to that, Andy? And I think, koalas are notoriously, hard to find, and we're talking about big expanse, land areas, and to do that any other way without technology, I would think would be almost impossible.
And I think that's why our understanding of a lot of habitat is not all that good, because to walk through it, you're just not going to see the koalas, whereas putting thermal imaging drones over the top of it, you get a much better idea of what's happening over a big area.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Koalas
That's so
really
interesting.
blend in. Like sometimes you're like, oh, is that a koala? But it's a termite nest. And then sometimes you're like, oh, that's a koala. Wait, no, it's probably a termite nest. But it was a koala. And then you're like, oh, okay, that was a koala.
We were walking in the forest one day and we saw a termite nest, and we thought, oh, there's a termite nest, and then we saw two little ears sticking up out of it.
Oh my god.
And sure enough, there's a koala sitting in the termite nest.
In the termite nest. One of the things I really admire about you guys is just your spirit, one thing, but your willingness to try and work with everybody and for that common goal, which is obviously the preservation of these beautiful creatures. I mean, in the world that I've come from, you don't see that often, and it's just so refreshing. And I just want to congratulate you for what you're doing. So, so tell us about the projects you're working on at the moment.
Well, underpinning everything that we do is the notion that if we can maintain hope for the survival and thriving of the koala as a species, we can accomplish anything. So to that end, what we're doing is, as David said, we're out there looking at where the koalas might be. We're focusing on, at the moment, private landowner property inland from the coast to try to identify koala populations that might be living there. And then we will establish the presence of koalas, then we'll go and count them using technology and assess them, and when they need care and support, we'll bring in the veterinarians to do that. And we're also working to fund research to understand some of the questions that we don't have answers to yet about koalas that will enable us to unlock the potential to help them survive and thrive.
And obviously koalas have been around for tens and hundreds of thousands of years, and here we are in 2025, and we're still trying to learn so much about this species, if you like, and listening to you just gives me goosebumps almost, because I'm thinking that what we're trying to do is understand them to better help them, and rather than saying, gosh, all this tragedies happening out there, and stuff like that. And the other thing I picked up in your comment too was that you're looking like, obviously we're building and there's habitat lost on the coast. so you are actually focusing in a different place, right?
That is.
Is
that
that
is
getting
right.
it right?
Yeah.
Because the reality is that further inland there's a lot less pressure from development. You know, everyone wants to live on the coast, and, and that means houses, roads, infrastructure, transport corridors. But further inland, we've got larger areas of potential forest and existing forest that we can connect, and that gives us a much greater opportunity to have this big connected corridor of habitat from one end of Queensland to the other.
Yeah.
Think of it as a highway. It's the Great Koala Highway running from the top of the state to the southernmost part of the state.
Yes.
And all along the way, a koala could conceivably walk from the top to the bottom of the state uninterrupted in lush, safe habitat.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what we're after.
That is so important.
I'm so glad you think so. Because we need the help of people like you.
So I'm looking at two amazing people, but I'm actually hearing a whole community around you.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we believe that as people want to join us, organizations, even some of the less likely organizations that you might think would not be wanting to be involved in koala conservation, they actually do. And if we can get, as they say, it takes a village.
Yes.
And it takes a village of communities and organizations to support the koalas so that we can unlock the potential for them to survive.
We have no problem sitting across a table from developers and having an inclusive discussion with developers, with farmers. You know, agriculture is a key part for us because we believe very strongly in the opportunity to bring farmers into the equation so they can participate in the conservation as well, because that's what most of them want. So we want to inspire them to become involved in biodiversity values and improving their properties by increasing their biodiversity.
Incredible.
All of those things benefit koalas, but they also benefit a whole range of other wildlife as well, birds and insects and all of those other critters that are vital to a really good, vibrant, biodiverse landscape.
You guys are amazing.
Thank you. So are you.
So lovely to bump into you just coincidentally in the bush here.
Yeah, thank you.
But,
And it's nice to finally meet you. I've
Yeah.
heard a lot about you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. We should probably get on our way.
All right.
So
It was lovely to see you again. Thank you so much.
Nice
to meet
We'll
you,
go back
Andy.
to our photographing.
Yeah. Good luck. Good
All
luck.
right.
If you spot a koala, let us know.
We'll let
We
you know.
will.
Okay.
Bye.